Good morning, everyone. It is my very first vlog on YouTube, and that is just so crazy to say because it's just taken me so long to get to this point. But I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Annie. I'm 27 years old, and right now I live in Baton Rouge with my boyfriend. So I decided to start off this vlog on a Sunday to kind of start my week with you guys and take you through my Sunday, which is like getting ready. That's my cat, hold on. I also have a cat named Henry. Henry is 9 years old and I have had him since he was about 3. He is a Persian and he is extremely needy. Every time I like lock him out, which is what I just did, he has to be in here with me at all times. So back to what I was saying. What even was I saying? I live here with my boyfriend in his apartment, so I have none of my stuff right now. All of my stuff is currently in a storage unit in Pensacola, Florida, which is actually where I'm originally from. So unfortunately, I have all of his decor. Pretty much everything is his, and it drives me insane. Sometimes like there's nothing here and it's just such a boy style, and I'm trying really, really hard. But our goal is to hopefully get someplace together soon, and then I can bring all of my stuff from Pensacola to where we are. All right, let's get ready as I kind of talk you through kind of my life and how I've gotten to this point and where I am now. Graduated from the University of West Florida with my bachelor's in healthcare administration, which is actually not something that I was super into. I wanted to be a dermatologist, but I was not smart enough to get through the science classes. So I had enough credits, towards like my sophomore year where I switched to be healthcare administration with a minor in health promotion. Once I graduated, it took me probably like, I would say 6 months before I found a job, and I took a job with a company that my mom worked at, and I wanted to pursue my administrator in training, which is something that you do to become a skilled nursing home administrator in the state of Florida. And I'm sure it's everywhere else too, but I did mine specifically in Florida. They support their AITs, which is great. A lot of companies will not support AITs, and you kind of have to have a full-time job on top of it. So you have to do 1,000 hours of training and all this paperwork, all these essays, like all this stuff in order to get licensed, or in order to actually go to the boards to say you've done the education, you've done your AIT, and now you want to sit for the boards. Back up. I applied for that and I got a nice little welcome from the regional there that she did not want me to do that. It kind of like set me back because I really wanted to just do it, straight off the bat. But she kind of put me in my place and was like, you don't have enough experience, don't start it yet. We're gonna do you in like admissions and marketing. So that's what I started in. I started in admissions and marketing, and I did that for about a year in West Palm, and then I applied for an AIT again through the company. I got licensed, and I took on my first facility, my first nursing home facility in Sarasota, Florida. And then once I was there, I kind of wanted to move back to Pensacola because that's where my family was. So I kind of got a little bit of experience under my belt working in nursing home management. And then I found a job in Pensacola, and that's when I moved back to Pensacola. Recently, my father passed away really quickly, very tragically, so I had to get an attorney and do all of these things. And honestly, it was just so much that I could not run this facility, continue to like do all the things that I had to do for my father's estate. Like, it was just too much work on me. I wasn't talking to people, I wasn't like there, and it was a very long drive to work, so it was about like almost an hour from where I lived, so it was just like very hard on me. So I decided to take a step back, took a break from work. I got another job here, doing less work though, which is nice. Actually, that was like really quick. But my goal is to kind of see YouTube as like a safe space for me. I like always wanted to start one, but I've always just been too nervous because I feel like it's so easy for people to just like find you on the internet. I was a management position, and not that I was putting like anything bad out onto the internet, but when I was in college, I had a situation to where I had he was my mentor, and he kind of like sat me down and like talked to me in a negative light about social media and how it can like affect you and like how your coworkers see you. And while all that's true, he really brought it about the wrong way. And I really won't touch on that situation because it's very touchy for me, but he really went about it like the wrong way. And it kind of gave me like a fear of posting on social media. So I've always been very scared of people finding me, especially like coworkers, being in a management position, you know, a leader to these people. So that's kind of why I stopped being on social media for a good like 2 years. And during COVID, I was doing, well, a little bit before COVID, I did my AIT, and I was working like 16-hour days. I was working nights, I was working days. It was just like a really bad time. And all that would have been really cool to like record and go over, but honestly, very dark times for anybody who like worked in healthcare, or I shouldn't say anybody. For me, it was a really dark time, so I just I didn't get on like social media at that point. While my life is very boring, like I work an 8 to 4:35, whatever, and I work in a nursing home, I think it's kind of just fun to shed a light on the regular people. So, but I just kind of wanted to start this off with a little talk and maybe setting an intention for what this channel is about. He wants to be held. I enjoy watching YouTubes, and I always have for the past probably like 10 plus years enjoyed watching other people like flourish on YouTube, and I kind of just want to put myself out there. Ooh, my cat hair. Like to live an active lifestyle, and I like to cook. I'm trying to get back into travel because during COVID and getting my license, I wasn't able to really travel. I missed baby showers, weddings, you know, all the things, birthdays, because I wasn't able to like go anywhere or do anything or take a vacation. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to just, you know, share with everybody is, you know, my life and going from here. A little bit about me. That probably was a lot. It was a lot, but it like wasn't everything. So anyways, that was just literally, this is my first take. So I'm just going with it. Okay, I literally don't know what happened. My camera just like randomly turned off. I think it may have got overheated, but this is what it looks like. There's definitely a lot of people walking around looking at me. But anyways, this is what it looks like. But I haven't really tried it. Yep. The like sweet cream cold foam makes it taste like ice cream. Okay, so I'm waiting for my order at Target, because I always do a pickup order at this Target, because it's literally on the weekends crazy pants here. I don't know what it is, but it really just deters you from going and shopping in Target, like leisurely. Like there's no leisurely shopping at Target on the weekend here. This girl right next to me has a golden doodle like sitting in the passenger seat, and he looks like a person. That was the last time that I ever go to that Target. I love Target, but that was the last straw. There's so many people parked in the drive up that were not drive up. They weren't even in the car. And then what do you think happened? I, you know, waited a little while, which I don't mind waiting for my grocery or for like my stuff to come out, whatever. But there were so many people who were like lined up to try to get this one space that was right behind me. So I waited 15 minutes for this lady to wait for this guy to load his baby up in the car, all of his groceries, just so she could have like the front row. And I'm sitting there in reverse, waiting.
Please wait while you verify your membership. You are now ready to enter the car wash.
I wanted to show you what I got from Target, and then I also did a Bath & Body Works run, but like everything was so chaotic. I tried to go to Nordstrom Rack, there was nothing there. It just was a huge miss for me. I also went to Dillard's because I needed some new work shoes. They're out of everything in my size. It was just a sign to like not spend any money. I got this fall blend. I think in the background, I turned on the iRobot vacuum cleaner thing, and it's so freaking loud. I got this Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Body Oil Mist because I am just, it's so hot and my eczema is just flaring. I haven't had eczema since I was like a kid. Randomly reappeared one day, and I think it's just due to just stress of my life that it just happened to come back. So I've been battling it. I really don't like to go on steroids or steroid creams, which is okay, it's been okay, but like when it's really hot outside, it irritates it, and also when I go to the gym and sweat a lot, it irritates it. So, and then I also got this La Roche-Posay, it's Cicablast Balm B5 for Soothing Therapeutic Multi-Purpose Cream. Anyways, it has shea butter, vitamin B5, and I don't know what that word is. But anyways, hopefully it can help. I was planning on doing like this and then this after. Okay, and then I got, these are my favorite. I have something like happening right here. I have cystic acne, and you wouldn't believe it now, but when I was a teenager and into college, I had cystic acne all over my face and on my neck, my chest, my back, through all the hoops, all the jumps to get to where I am today. And I typically don't have any cystic acne breakouts, like knock on wood, but usually it's around like my period or like post-period where I'll break out with like one, as opposed to when I was like younger or in my like early 20s where I would get probably 4. And they would just be these massive. These are really good, and they also come with tea tree oil where you can just like dab it and then like put your thing on it. I usually use my Pura fragrances, but my other Pura broke. It just keeps blinking red and green. I've Googled it so many times, I have no clue what it means. I just need to buy a new one. So I only have one right now. So I bought a candle, and honestly, these are very expensive. Like this was like almost $30. But it's Cool Mountain Rain, and it looks really pretty. And it smells like fresh shower, man. That's how I would describe it. It says soft rainfall, blue cypress, oud wood, and natural essential oils. It just smells very fresh. And then I also have one of their plugins too, because like I said, my Pura broke. So I'm only down to one, and I usually plug something in that's like close to my cat's litter box. And I got this Palo Santo and Sage. It's a sage, Palo Santo, and ambered woods. I smelled the candle of it and it smells really good. These things are like hit or miss when you actually plug them in. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but hit or miss when you actually plug it in and see if it works, one. And two, it may not even smell like the candle. Secondly, I went to the Fresh Market because I'm gonna make spaghetti tonight, and I'll film that too here. It's our like family recipe, and I got garlic bread. It's a sourdough garlic bread, and this was the last one, okay? And I kind of feel like Fresh Market did me dirty. They didn't have any other garlic bread that was like, you know, in the bakery section. It just looks like the butts of the bread. Stuck this in the freezer because I wanted it chilled. But I don't know if you guys see that girl on TikTok. Her name is Danielle, and she's like the caviar queen gal in Miami. And I love watching her videos. I don't know why, but I've never had caviar. Well, I don't think I've really had caviar before, but she makes these, or she puts this together, the Patagonia lemon and herb mussels, and then she puts it on like a chip. So I have this. These are Rustic Bakery olive oil and cell gris. You know what? Someone's gonna correct me. But anyways, organic sourdough flatbread bites. I've also been trying to incorporate a lot of protein in my diet, but I don't eat egg or some dairy. I try not to eat dairy, but I do sometimes incorporate dairy. But I notice when I don't eat eggs and I don't eat dairy, my cystic acne, I mean, it doesn't flare up as much, if at all. This is what they look like. Okay, I don't want it to drip everywhere. It doesn't smell fishy like at all. I don't know why I thought it was gonna smell fishy together. And see what happens. I'm like salivating. Okay, so a little piece on the cracker. It's not gonna focus, but whatever. Whoa. I'm like bummed I only bought one intake, but you know. That is a win for sure. Okay, it's 5:50 right now and my boyfriend gets off work around 6:30. So I'm going to go ahead and start making dinner. So here are the things that you're gonna need for this spaghetti. It's a can of tomato paste. You can use whatever you want. Garlic. Typically I like to like cut it in half and roast it with some like olive oil, but I was really lazy today, so I'm just gonna like probably chop it up and put it in. Use onion, but we have half an onion from the tacos that I made the other night, so I'm gonna cut this up as well. Obviously your spaghetti noodles, then you need just like some ground beef. I just got this from the Fresh Market, so feel free to use whatever kind you want. And then you need 3 bell peppers. Also need olive oil, and then obviously like salt and pepper to season your meat. Okay, like I said, I live with my boyfriend, so none of my stuff is really my stuff, so don't judge me. So, what you want to do is turn it on like medium high, and then I just put some of this, we were gifted this a while ago actually, it's garlic infused olive oil. So I just did about like 2 tablespoons of that into the pan. And then you want to wait until that kind of shimmers. And that's when you know it's really good to go. Okay, so now what you've done is you've basically made your sauce. So it's a can of the tomato paste. Like I said, just a can of the tomato paste, and then I filled 2 of these cans with water, and then you put it in there. And then what you want to do next is you just want to cover it and then let it sit for like 10 minutes, and then you'll be all done. So basically what you're doing right now is like marrying everything, and then you kind of just season it to taste. So if you want to put more garlic, I put garlic in with the meat. Like when it was 90% done, I put like 3 cloves of garlic in there, and then some garlic powder. And then I kind of just married the 2 together, stirred it up, turned it on low, and then you're gonna let it sit for like 10 minutes. Usually my mom puts in 2 bay leaves, but I always forget them when I go to the store, so whatever. So I will be back to show you the rest. He's been sleeping in that same corner of the couch all day long. Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Okay, so this is the end result. I did a cup of the pasta water and I put it at the very end with the sauce, and then we put some mozzarella balls on top, and that's the garlic bread. And that's all. I literally just took one of those everything showers, and it is just too much to do that. This one, really easy to use and I like it. Is not fragrance free. So I hope it does not flare up my eczema, which is really just a hit or miss. I also did this hair mask when I was in the shower. It smells so good and it actually really works. I feel like it really made my hair really soft and shiny. I used it once before and I thought it said you had to leave it in for 10 minutes, but it's 1 minute. So anyways, I used it and it smells like, I almost feel like it's like summery, like a bum bum cream. I feel like that's kind of what this smells like. So I use that, a shampoo, conditioner, use this, that was my stomach, use this, and then just wash it out in the sink because I didn't feel like waiting that long in the shower. These pimple patches now, and I'll show you how I use them. But first I have to open it. Alright, so inside it comes with the pimple patch, and then these little swabs that you swab it with first. So you open that up, and then you just dab it on the problem area, which is obviously right here, and then you just wait like 15 seconds for it to like dry. But sometimes I use it on like other areas too, just because the thing is still wet, like on the other side. And you open it up, and it comes in this little clear thing. Pop it open, and these have like, I hope it'll focus, it may not. But anyways, there are these like little micro darts on it, and you just peel it off and don't touch the inside, and you just put it on, and I usually just sleep it in. This is not the one that I wanted to use. Whoops. I was not paying attention. Whoopsies. Oh. Okay. Just gonna use that here. This thing is falling off. I'm just gonna take it off. I guess my hair was in a bun today, but I have red hair. Okay. Put that back for a second. And then when my hair is like moderately wet, it can still be in the towel for a little bit longer, but I didn't want to stay. My hair is naturally like curly, wavy, and I have that typical like red hair frizziness. So I use this, and I kind of just like spray that. Oh my god, I just sprayed it all in my hair. Okay, so I just take that and spray it, and then I just kind of comb it through and use that as like a leave-in conditioner, and probably just like hit it with the Dyson, and that's all.